What's up guys, James here with the Foodie Academy, and today we're going to be teaching you how to make a coconut teriyaki sauce. Alright guys, so before we get started on the recipe on the teriyaki sauce, we're actually going to wash all the vegetables, and then we're going to have a quick little recipe on actually a tofu teriyaki. So first thing I want you to do before you get started on anything is actually draining the tofu, because you want to get as much moisture out of the tofu as possible before you start frying it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the tofu from the packaging. Dumping it out, and this is extra firm tofu. So you could use soft tofu for this recipe if you'd like. I prefer the extra firm because I feel like it holds up better for the use of what it's gonna be, which is gonna be glazed in teriyaki sauce. So we're gonna set that aside. I already washed all the vegetables, so we're gonna start chopping those up. So for this recipe, I have 3 Fuji apple. Believe this is about 8 ounces of ginger, 1 carrot, 4 stalks of celery, 4 scallion, a bulb of garlic, 1 Spanish onion. I was always taught that when you're making stock or any sauces that you don't really necessarily need to cut off the ends of vegetables, or you actually use some vegetables whole. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna make this sauce on how I was taught how to make from the beginning. So I'm cutting off just a tip of the ball of the garlic, and then I'm gonna cut this all the way down the middle. That's what I'm gonna do with the bulb. Same thing with the onion, the scallions, I mean. Celery also, when you're making a sauce or a stock, the leaves actually have a lot of aromatics in it. So it's actually works in your favor when you have that in your stock or sauce. Carrots, so with vegetables that are harder, I tend to try to cut in smaller pieces. I feel like it helps, especially if it's not a sauce that you're going to be rendering down a lot, releasing the flavor of what vegetable it is. Just thinks it helps in that sense. So I'm just going to cut the carrots. Then we're going to do the same thing with the ginger. So you just break all the knuckles. Just put a rough chop on them. Final step is the apple. So I'm just gonna cut these in half. So I'm just taking the core out. I'm just gonna slice these up. And now we're gonna go to the pot. All right guys, so now we're gonna start with the liquids. What I have here is Aji Mirin. So Mirin is a sweet cooking wine. So we're going to use 2 cups, and we're actually gonna bring this to a boil. And this actually has alcohol in it, so we wanna burn that alcohol off before we start adding our vegetables or any of the rest of our ingredients in. So I believe these are 10 ounces each. I don't need quite 20 ounces of mirin. I need 2 cups. So we're gonna bring this to the pot, then we're gonna get it onto the burner. So for this next part, I strongly suggest that you get a stick lighter or a candle lighter, just because it's dangerous to try to use a lighter or something else to reach into the pot while the rice wine is cooking to light it. So get yourself a candle lighter. So when the liquid starts coming to a boil, that means it's going to be hot enough to be letting off enough alcohol to light. So when you see it start boiling, you're going to want to light right where that boiling is at. So now that's it's ready to go. So now we can start adding the other ingredients to it. Okay. All right, guys. So now we're gonna go with the rest of the ingredients. So it's gonna be 3/4 of a cup of white sugar. It's gonna be 3 tablespoons of brown sugar and 2 cups of soy sauce. And if you want to make this gluten-free, you can use tamari or you can use gluten-free soy sauce. All right, guys, so now I'm gonna combine everything into a bigger pot. This is just a liquid that I burnt off earlier, plus 2 cups of water additionally. And then I'm gonna add everything to this big pot with the vegetables. So now I see where the water level is with the vegetables. I wanna add enough water to basically cover the vegetables. So that's what I'm gonna do now. We reduced it by half on volume, but that's also completely up to you on how intense you want your sauce. You could continue to reduce it or you could stop here, but we're just gonna measure out 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk. And this is unsweetened coconut milk. So now I'm just gonna add the coconut milk to the teriyaki sauce. We're just gonna incorporate and let it go for additional 10 minutes. So this has been going for about 4 or 5 minutes additionally. And so this is actually pretty loose teriyaki, but it's also a glaze. So it's gonna get thicker than this after you coat your vegetables and you saute them. So it's gonna stick onto it very nicely. So this is a good viscosity. All right, guys, so now we're gonna prep the vegetables for the teriyaki. We're gonna actually make a tofu and vegetable teriyaki. So I have 3 bell peppers here. We don't have to use all of them. I just kind of like mixing it up. They all have different flavors, but I usually care about the color more. And then we have some royal trumpets. These are just mushrooms I happen to have. That's why I'm using them. You can use shiitake. You can use whatever you want, baby portobello, whatever. And then scallion. So first thing I'm gonna cut is the mushroom because the mushroom is gonna take the longest to cook. So I'm just gonna cut them into long strips. Now moving on to the bell pepper, we have orange. This is actually my favorite. And how I'm gonna cut the bell pepper is, so I'm gonna take all the seeds out. So basically you wanna cut all this white pith or this lining out, and it'll come out with the seeds, just like that, okay? And like I said, you don't need all this. So I'm just gonna cut just the amount that I need. And now we're gonna do the tofu. I just been having this drain, this wrapped in paper towel. And this is extra firm tofu. And we're just gonna cut a couple steaks out of this. So about 3/4 of an inch thick, pretty decent size. And now we're just gonna cut a little bit of Spanish onion. I don't need a lot of onion, so let's cut that. That should be plenty. And the scallion's actually just for garnish, so we're not actually cooking the scallion. Right, so you want actually a decent amount of oil because what you want to do is fry the tofu to get a crust on there. So we have a hot pan with vegetable oil. We're gonna place the tofu in. And we're gonna give it about 4 minutes on each side, depending on how hot your pan is getting. About 4 minutes, so we should flip. And there you go. Now it's pretty crispy. And tofu is pretty hard to burn, so unless you got it on like a super scorching heat, you shouldn't have any issues. It has so much water content in it, it shouldn't burn. But it's a nice crispy crust that I formed on there. Okay, so now these are ready to go. I'm just gonna remove them and put them on a paper towel to absorb some of the excess oil. So now we're gonna add just a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and we're gonna put on the mushrooms first. Just a little bit of salt. I'm just using regular kosher salt. Some fresh ground pepper. I'm gonna give this about a minute on each side. Flip. And now we're gonna add the rest of the vegetables. Again, salt and pepper, just lightly salt and pepper. And I would say about 2 tablespoons of the teriyaki. We're just gonna glaze the vegetables. You don't have to cook it long. We're gonna go onto the plate. Then we're gonna put a quick glaze on the tofu. So just about a tablespoon more. So grab tofu, put it on. Just get going. Take it off the heat. Some green onions. All right, guys. So now I'm just gonna finish with a little bit of white and black sesame. This is just optional. This is your personal preference. You don't have to do it. But there you go, vegetable and tofu teriyaki. And you can make this sauce completely gluten-free by using tamari or gluten-free soy sauce. And you can also make it for omnivores. You can make it with beef or chicken or salmon, whatever you want, any fish you want to. Fattier fish usually works out better. But yeah, there you go. And we'll catch you on the next one.